time of the year when the trees are crowned with leaves.
The all is mind, the universe is mental. Consider the all as what Christopher Penczak and many others call the divine mind. It's all-encompassing. It has no colors, no gods or goddesses, no masculine or feminine qualities, because it's all colors and all gods and goddesses. It's both genders. It's the air we breathe, the people we meet, the rocks beneath us, the air above us, everything that composes planes, trains, cars. It's everything. The divine mind encompasses all. Everything around us looks different. We separate what we see and give it its own label, its own name. However, everything comprises and is comprised of the divine, the all. It's like saying each of us has a little bit of divinity within ourselves, and through that we are divine. Okay guys, your mind. See it as a place, as a setting. When you dream or even daydream, you seem to have a lot of control about what's going on in there. But sometimes things in your dreams do a little bit of the unexpected. Each little character in your mind can be labeled as a separate piece, moving with apparent distinction from each other, but they all have one truth in common: your mind. What you are thinking, the emotions and very considerations, what you invoke, can affect everything in your mind. And sometimes those little mental creations of ours can influence the way that we think, the way we feel. They can affect our very mindset. Much like this, we are all part of the greater and divine mind. Just like the characters in our mind can affect us, the divine mind is affected by the characters within its mind. And that's you and me and the animals and plants and rocks and trees and everything. As we are the thoughts of the divine mind, surely our thoughts can manifest and impact the world around us, the world of the divine mind. I mean, our thoughts can and do affect the world around us. Be careful what you wish for. For example, as a reference to how powerful the human thought can be. Thoughts are things, my Wiccan teacher always says. Specific thoughts that we have every day lead to clear intentions, and clear intentions form the basics of magic. Every spell, every good spell, requires a clear intention in order to send out our wishes and our intentions to that great all to get our magic done. You've heard the stories about how when you make a wish and it's something unclear, like I wish to be successful, something negative might come out of that, like you might be successful but you might not have any love in your life, that kind of thing. A clear, perfect, undeniably perfect thought can have so much of an ability to transform things around us. Principally, this is achieved through the idea of mentalism. As above, so below. As below, so above. When you think of something corresponding to something else, you get a general idea that the two things share some kind of a similar concept. In a magical sense, things in the divine realm can correspond to things in our realm, the material realm. If divinity and the spiritual worlds are above, then we are below. What we put into action on the material and living plane can be more effectively manifested if we realize how it corresponds to that of the spiritual plane, the realm of magic. The idea of correspondences when it comes to magic is astoundingly helpful in spells and other magical endeavors. Okay, so I know I mentioned previously that everything is basically combined into the all. All is one. However, imagine a prism really quick. Shine a light through it and you get the spectrum of colors in a rainbow. Each color has a different wavelength, a different type of energy, that which identifies it as an individual. Everything has its own specific energy, and that specific energy can be used and manipulated to achieve certain ends. I'm sure you've all heard of color magic. It uses the idea of correspondences. For example, in Western society, most people would view blue as a calming and relaxation kind of color. For that, you could use a blue candle in a relaxation spell because of the idea and the energy that corresponds with that. Rose quartz, for example, associates itself with kind of tenderness and love and compassion and that sort of thing. And if you carry one of those around with you in your pocket, maybe you might inspire some of that compassion and emotional openness with other people. If you can recognize as many correspondences as possible, you can apply those specific energies to anything in your ritual work or magic. This can work with colors, music, candles, incense, the planets, certain gods and goddesses, runes, tarot cards, astrological signs, elements, incense, wand types, animals, anything. So much more than that. A quick word though, use what works for you. If red to you does invoke a feeling of anger or frustration, it could invoke calmness. Use that. That energy to you corresponds with calmness, not anger. Sometimes certain correspondences are tried and true methods for a reason though. Certain types of day, when they fall in the shadow of certain astrological signs, it's best to use ritual work that corresponds with that time of day. During the full moon, abundance rituals are held, primarily because the symbolism and the energy behind the full moon representing the mother goddess and her full of abundant life, it's best to do abundance rituals during that time. But the cool thing about magic is that it's totally flexible and it'll work with you because it's what you get out of it and how you can apply that energy towards your magic. You can find amazing books and online references for correspondences. I would go out and make a list yourself so you have it for future magic work and ritual work. Go ahead, correspondences can really help boost your magical powers.